Welcome to Stoic Serenity, your gateway to timeless wisdom. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on life-changing hacks rooted in ancient philosophy. We're on a mission to bring balance and calm to modern life, but we can't do it without your support. Help us grow by sharing these powerful insights with your friends, family, and anyone seeking a path to serenity. Thanks for being part of this journey. Today, we're diving deep into the power of gratitude, a reflection not on what's missing, but on what's already here in front of us. The people, the moments, the small wonders that shape our lives. But first, let me ask you, have you ever caught yourself in frustration, unable to bear another conversation with someone you once cherished, or felt overwhelmed by the very people you used to dream of having in your life? If so, you're not alone. Think back to when you first met your spouse or partner. Do you remember the excitement, the eagerness to talk to them for hours, staying up late to share your thoughts, your hopes, your dreams? You couldn't wait to spend a lifetime with them. But today it's different. Conversations feel forced, arguments come quickly, and sometimes you find yourself avoiding them altogether. Pause for reflection. Isn't it curious how what we once prayed for, longed for, becomes a source of frustration? What happened? The truth is, nothing about them has changed. What's shifted is our perspective. When we're in the thick of life, it's easy to forget the blessings right in front of us. We let small annoyances blind us to the bigger picture. What if I told you that the very conversation you dread having with your spouse today was once the conversation you prayed for? The person you struggle to speak with now is the one you once couldn't stop thinking about. Can you remember that version of yourself? And what about our children? How often do we find ourselves snapping at them, wishing they'd stop asking so many questions or demanding our attention at the worst moments? How many times have you thought, I wish I could just have some peace and quiet? But here's the thing. There are countless families praying, hoping, and even spending fortunes to have the very thing we take for granted, children. Think of the parents who long to hear the sound of their child's laughter, who would give anything to experience the chaos you sometimes wish away. Consider Sarah and John, a couple who spent years and thousands of dollars trying to conceive. They watched their friends raise families, and they felt a growing emptiness. But every doctor's visit left them without hope. Now imagine them hearing you, in your moment of frustration, complaining about the very gift they dream of. Would it change your perspective, even for a moment? Gratitude is more than just being thankful for the good moments. It's about appreciating what we have, even in the midst of frustration or challenge. It's stopping to remind ourselves, this person is in my life for a reason. This child, this spouse, this friend, they are part of what makes my life whole. Let me ask you, how would your interactions change if you started each day with this mindset? Instead of focusing on what irritates you, you focus on the gift that relationship brings into your life. Would you find more patience, more compassion? Imagine the next time your spouse starts a conversation, and instead of sighing, you remind yourself of the person you fell in love with. How would that shift the energy between you two? What if the next time your child asks for your attention, you paused, remembering that someone out there is praying for the very moment you're living right now? Our feelings are shaped by the stories we tell ourselves. If we tell ourselves the story of being burdened by responsibilities, of being tired of the people in our lives, we will feel overwhelmed. But if we change the story, if we remind ourselves that these moments, yes, even the hard ones, are what we once longed for, everything shifts. I remember speaking to a man who had recently lost his wife. He told me, if I could go back to those petty arguments we used to have, I'd give anything for just one more. I wish I hadn't let them get in the way of appreciating what I had. His words struck me because, in the grand scheme of things, those little irritations are so insignificant compared to the love we share. So, what will you do with this shift in perspective? The next time you're about to argue or feel frustrated, pause, reflect, ask yourself, is this moment truly as unbearable as it feels? Or is it an opportunity to appreciate the life I once prayed for? Here's the question I'll leave you with today. How will you show gratitude for the people in your life, not just when things are going well, but especially when they aren't? And if you start today, how might that change your relationships tomorrow? Because in the end, the people you can't bear to talk to today are the very people you once dreamed of having by your side. Thank you for joining us at Stoic Serenity. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, share it with those you care about, and remember, gratitude changes everything.